Pula and welcome to the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. We're here at the Vodafone Arena on the final day and the final game. This is the gold medal game, and the teams competing is Australia versus New Zealand. Today the starting lineup for Australia at number 5 is Angus Glover. At number 7 and their captain Matthew Cannon. At number 8 Tom Floaton. At number 15 we have Ben Carter. At number 22 we have Makesh Mulak. For New Zealand lineup, the first 5 we have at number 0 Kayla McRae. At number 8 and the captain Quinn Clinton. At number 10 we have Isaac Latour. At number 42 we have Daniel Fortu. And at 93 we have Samuel Wonderberg. The referees for tonight, Ferdinand Pascal, Nicholas Fernandez, and Felix Bevanete. And the jump ball is about to begin, and the jump ball is Makesh for Australia and Samuel Wonderberg for New Zealand. And Australia has first possession. Makesh with a shot, and he misses a shot. New Zealand now has the possession. And Samuel with the drive, and misses, and Kalen gets the rebound but loses the ball. Angus for Australia bringing the ball up. And stolen by captain of New Zealand, stolen back by Australia. Australia bringing up the ball. Angus goes straight to the basket, and there is a foul, and Angus will be on the line for 2. The foul for New Zealand is number 4. Right, 40. The 42. Daniel Fortu is one has been called on the foul, and Angus is on the line. Angus Glover. Let's see if he can get the first basket on the board. And the first foul try is missed. And he's on for his second shot. And he misses also. Samuel with the ball for New Zealand. Quinn bring it up for New Zealand. Looks for space. Passes it out to Isaac. Isaac with a 3-point shot. And rebounded by Ben. Taking down the court is Tom. And the captain for Australia back to Tom. And the ball goes out of bounds. Over a minute over the first quarter. And still none of the teams have yet to score. New Zealand on the inbound. Daniel with the ball over to Quinn. Passes down to McRae. Quinn with a 3-point shot and misses off Australia. And New Zealand will get the inbound from the baseline. Caleb, Daniel, Isaac to the ball, goes for the base, passes back to Samuel, and Samuel with a shot, and rebound by Makesh. Tom from Australia bringing it up, over to Makesh. Ben to Tom, Tom to Makesh. Makesh goes to the base, goes for the shot, misses. Ben with the rebound, goes to the back and gets blocked by Kalen. Daniel now from New Zealand bringing down the ball. And Samuel down to Quinn. Quinn with the shot. And New Zealand makes the first score for the final game. Australia versus New Zealand. New Zealand now leads 2-0 for Australia. And a Matthew there. Angus with the ball. Takes a shot. Misses, gets his own rebound, and goes back up for the shot and scores. The scores are tied now at 2 to New Zealand and 2 to Australia. 7 minutes on the clock. And pushes out to Caleb. Quinn for the three-point shot. And he misses. Australia now has a chance to take the lead. Ben with the screen. Over to Matthew, the captain of Australia. And goes in and pops it straight into the basket. And Australia now takes the lead to 4-2. Isaac bringing up the ball for New Zealand. And New Zealand will try and even the scores. Caleb with the ball. Goes for the spin move. And makes the basket. New Zealand and Australia are now tied at 4. Sub coming in for Australia. We have Gabriel and Samuel coming in. And we have Matthew and Tom stepping off the court. Samuel bringing up the ball. Over to Ben. Angus gets the ball. Angus takes a shot. Misses. Rebound by Daniel. Fast break to Quinn. Quinn to Daniel. Daniel with a fake. And it's a walk by the New Zealand captain. Sub coming in for New Zealand. We have Joshua coming in for Daniel. And inbounding the ball for Australia is Makesh. Angus with the ball. Clean up for Australia. Gabriel on number 12. And passes down to Makesh. Makesh with the ball. And jump shot. And misses. Caleb with the ball. Isaac bringing up for New Zealand. Sees the space, goes in, and it's a charging foul to Isaac, number 10 of New Zealand. The foul is on Isaac, and that's his first foul. Australia will get the ball. Substitutions coming in. We have Flynn coming in, and also Daniel and Tane on the court for New Zealand. For Australia, we have Samson coming in for Australia, number 14. Makesh for the inbound. And Makesh with the drive. Glidden with the ball. Goes straight in and passes out to Samuel Atchison. And it's a foul. Foul there by number 12. It's Gabriel on the foul. Gabriel's first foul for the game. And New Zealand for the inbound. Quinn with the ball, going to the base, passes across the court, but blocked by Makesh. Samuel with the ball, spin moves and pops the ball into the rim. New Zealand now leading 6 and Australia 4. See if Australia is able to even the scores. Is Gabriel with the ball. And Samson there with the spin move. And replies to New Zealand's, replies to Samuel. And a drive by New Zealand. And a sub coming in for Australia. We have Tom coming back in. And the new player on the court is Kyle for New Zealand. Also for Australia, New Zealand, we have Tobias on the court now. Kyle with the ball going down to the base, passes out, and a shot from Samuel Edwards. Rebound by Tobias from New Zealand. New Zealand now in possession. Ta'ane. And a foul on Australia. That's by Samuel Short, number 13 of Australia. That's his first foul. Sub coming in for New Zealand. We have Daniel Fortu coming in for Samuel Wanderberg. And New Zealand has the ball from baseline. Ta'ane with a drive, goes to the basket, and there's no foul there. Australia now with the ball. Stolen. And Flynn Cameron bringing down the ball. Passes over to Atson. Daniel Fortu with the drive and has been fouled by number 8 for Australia, and that's Tom Fulton. And that's Tom's first foul for the day. And Daniel will be on the line for 2. Right now the points are scored at 6-all for New Zealand and Australia. And Daniel has a chance now to increase or to take the lead for this game. First shot is made and New Zealand is ahead by 1 point. And second shot, and he misses, and Tobias able to get the rebound, and New Zealand on possession. Daniel again on the drive, and a foul with the basket made, and the basket is counted. The foul is on 13 for Australia, so the foul is on Samuel Short, and Daniel is on the line for 1. New Zealand is now 3 points ahead with 9, Australia with 6. And the shot is made. New Zealand now leading with 4 points. Australia trailing with 4 on 6. Pass down to Matthew. Matthew to Gabriel. Matthew goes for the drive, passes across to Gabriel, and it just slips through Gabriel's hand, goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover to New Zealand. Daniel is there for the inbound pass. Flynn bringing up the ball for New Zealand. Tobias with the ball. And a pass and a shot from Tobias, and both been blocked by Australia. Gabriel with the ball, looking around for a free man. Tom with the ball. Matthew passes down to Tom. Tom passes cross court to Gabriel. Gabriel with a 3-point shot, misses. and it's been outbound by Australia. New Zealand with the ball. Come back in is Angus, number 5 of Australia, and Kyle steps off the bench. And substitutions coming in for Australia. We have Makash coming in for Samson. New Zealand with the inbound. Isaac bringing it up for New Zealand. New Zealand ahead by 10. Daniel with the ball. Archson with the three-pointer, misses. And a good steal by Tobias. Takes it back up to the rim, and New Zealand now taking the lead by 6 points at 12, and Australia following at 6. And the foul is on 11. Tobias for New Zealand. Coming in is Tahini. Gabriel with the layup and goes in. Australia now trailing at 4 with 8. New Zealand with the ball. Isaac over to Daniel. Tobias. And a travel there by Ta'ane. And substitution coming in. Samuel is back in for Ta'ane. Australia with the ball. And Matthew, the captain of Australia, brings up the ball. Gabriel with the ball. Matthew with the shot and misses. Samuel with the rebound. Down Tobias, not waiting, and Daniel Fortu misses. Rebound by Teki. Takes a shot and he misses that. Australia now with the ball. Angus calling the play. And Angus up for the basket, and 14 seconds left on the clock. New Zealand on the ball. Isaac. And a shot by Isaac. And that's the buzzer for the end of the first quarter. Here for the men's finals. New Zealand versus Australia, and at the quarter time, New Zealand leads at 12 and Australia at 8. We'll be back after the commercial break for the second quarter. We're back for the second quarter. New Zealand in the lead by 12 and Australia at 8. Angus bringing up the ball for Australia. Over to Gabriel. Matthew to Tom. Tom to Angus. Strong defense by New Zealand. 3-point shot by Angus. And New Zealand now gets the ball. This is Isaac bringing up the ball for New Zealand. And the pass and blocked. And Samuel gets a rebound and puts it in. New Zealand now leads 14 and Australia 8. Gabriel with the ball for New Zealand, for Australia. Matthew, their captain, over to Tom. And Makash loses the ball. Sub coming in for Australia. We got Samuel Short coming in for Australia. New Zealand with the ball. Isaac bringing it up for New Zealand. And intercepted by Angus. Throws it down to Samuel. Over to Makash, and Makash scores. Australia 10, New Zealand 14. And they've stopped the game, just trying up the floor. This is the men's A division finals, New Zealand versus Australia. And to their second quarter, Australia is trailing at 10 and New Zealand leading with 14. Taki with the inbound pass. Isaac for New Zealand with the ball. And a charging foul been given to Isaac. New Zealand 10 and Australia now with the inbound pass. Angus with the ball. Angus for Australia with the ball. Takes a two-point shot, misses. Quinn bringing up the ball for New Zealand. Passes down to Taki. Taki with a three-point shot and lands the three-point shot. New Zealand now leading with 17 and Australia trailing behind by 7 points with 10. 7 minutes on the clock. Tom with the ball, passes in and misses, outbound by New Zealand. And New Zealand player Samuel has a word with the ref. And Australia will now get the inbound. Gabriel for Australia at base. Angus. Gabriel for the shot. Misses. And Quinn gets the rebound. Flynn now bringing the ball up for New Zealand. Quinn with the ball. Samuel right across to Daniel. And Samuel gets the rebound. Takes it back in. Misses. And Makesh now gets the ball. Hands over to Gabriel. Tom for New Zealand. Angus. Angus goes for the basket and lands that score. Australia now on 12 and New Zealand on 17. 6 minutes on the clock. New Zealand now has possession. Samuel goes in for the drive and makes the basket. 19 to New Zealand, 12 to Australia. Gabriel with the ball, going in, fakes. Angus with a three-point shot, misses, and Quinn with the rebound. goes straight to the, and that is a travel violation. And a timeout has been called on Australia. At timeout, 6 minutes on the clock. The points sit at New Zealand 19, Australia 12. This is the men's finals, world finals, Division A, Australia versus New Zealand. The FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. In the women's final that just ended, Australia had beat New Zealand and got the gold, while New Zealand settled for silver, and Samoa with the bronze. That's Australia bench with the coach Adam Capra. And that's the buzzer to end the timeout period. 6 minutes on the clock. New Zealand leading with 19 and Australia with 12. Australia bring up the ball over to Makesh. And Sampson takes a shot. Rebound by Daniel. Quinn bring back the ball. And there with the drive. And by Australia. Makesh with the ball, pushing the ball down to the rim. Goes for the basket. Misses by Australia. And Australia takes the ball out. Jump shot there by Jacob, and last shot now on 14, and just leaving by at 19. Quinn with a three-point shot, missed, and rebound by Kyle with the ball. Makesh goes for the three-point shot, misses, and out by Australia. New Zealand will take the inbound. Sub coming in. We have Callum in for Ta'ane. New Zealand now possession. Flynn, Quinn, Australia now with the ball. Kyle bringing up the ball for Australia. Over to Makesh. Sampson and Jacob with the drive and scores. Australia now on 16. 3 points behind New Zealand. And Quinn, New Zealand captain. Daniel goes to the base. Passes it out. Kyle with the intercepts that pass. Over to Jacob. Jacob goes straight down the middle. And it's a foul. Australia will take it on the sideline. The foul is on 0. Caleb McRae. Subs coming in. We have Hamish coming in, and also Hamish and Joshua coming in for New Zealand. And a charging foul has been given to Australia. 23, that's Kyle. And the turnover now to New Zealand. Hamish with the ball. Samuel over to Flynn. Down to Hamish and Flynn looking for space. And Calum with the ball. Hamish with the three-point shot and lands the three-point New Zealand now taking the lead to 22, Australia at 16. Cash, Samson, Jacob, Kyle, and goes out of bound. Great defense by New Zealand. New Zealand will now get the inbound pass from baseline. Sub coming in for Australia. Angus coming in for Samuel. 3 minutes on the clock. Points is 16 to Australia, New Zealand 22. Hamish bringing up the ball for New Zealand. Pass it down. Caleb with the ball. Goes for the shot. And a jump ball. And the possession goes to Australia. Three minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. New Zealand at 22, Australia 16. This is the second quarter of the men's A division finals. New Zealand versus Australia. Angus and outbound by Australia. New Zealand with the ball. New Zealand will have the inbound. Hamish with a shot and lands the shot. 24 to New Zealand, 16 to Australia. And a timeout to Australia. Australian coach Adam Capron. Australia team with their coach Adam Capron and Mark Radford. Australia is currently trailing at 16, New Zealand at 24. This is the men's finals at the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. If you've just joined us, the big pull of Vinaka to all our viewers on Fiji One, and also to our viewers watching this on live streaming. We have 3 minutes left on the clock, and New Zealand is leading the score table with 24 and Australia 16. This is the final game of the night and the final game of the tournament. And the refs are calling the teams back in. It's a New Zealand bench. New Zealand team stepping onto the court. And the possession is on Australia. Matthew to Angus. Angus to Matthew. Matthew to Makash. Makash. 3-point shot by Matthew. And that's Lat with the shot. And a foul. Foul is on Flynn. Flynn from New Zealand, and Australia will get the baseline throw in. This is Angus from Australia. And Angus gets the ball from top court. 3-point shot for Angus and misses. Caleb from New Zealand now gets the ball. Flynn bringing it up for New Zealand. And a foul there from Australia. That's Samson Froling from Australia with his first personal foul. And New Zealand will get the throw-in from the side. Joshua Atchison with the inbound for New Zealand. Flynn with the ball. Samuel, back to Flynn. Flynn with a three-point shot. Misses. Samuel with a follow-up. Misses. And finally, Atchison pops the ball in. And New Zealand now 26, Australia 16. And a three-point shot there from Australia. Misses. Matthew, the captain of Australia, gets the ball. Mukesh takes the shot and makes the basket. Australia now on 18, New Zealand on 26, and a foul has been called on Matthew, the Australian captain, number 7. 1 minute 35 seconds left on the clock. And New Zealand is still leading. Flynn from New Zealand bringing up the ball. Passes down to Hamish. Samuel. Hamish with a three-point shot and misses. And a foul has been called. A foul has been called on Matthew. And that's his second foul. And Hamish on the baseline for New Zealand. And New Zealand bench has been warned to sit. New Zealand now with the ball. Flynn. Samuel. Caleb back to Samuel. Samuel Wonderberg. And a foul has been given to Caleb, an offensive foul. Sub coming in. Teki coming in for Joshua, and Samson has also stepped onto the court. Australia now bringing up the ball. Gabriel with the fake. Over to Angus. Three-point shot from Angus. Misses. And a foul from Taki. And on the line we have Samson from Australia taking a free throw. And the basket is good. Australia now on 19. And New Zealand on 26. Second shot for Samson. And the basket is good. Australia now on 20. There's a sub. And Ben, number 15, is in for Australia. New Zealand now bringing down the ball. This is Hamish, number 6 of New Zealand. Over to Flynn. Over to Samuel. Three-point shot. Missed. Hamish with a rebound. Samuel with the drive. Goes straight to the basket and gets fouled by 15. That's number 15, Gold for Australia. And Samuel will be on the line for 2. Samuel Wonderberg, jersey number 93, and so far he's scored 6 points for New Zealand. Let's see if he can increase that. Right now New Zealand is sitting at 26 and Australia at 20. And the first shot is a miss. And one more shot for Samuel. Makes the basket. New Zealand now leading by 7. with 27 and Australia at 20. 28 seconds left on the clock for the end of second quarter. 3-point shot by Gabriel misses and it goes off of Australia, and New Zealand gets the inbound pass. Samuel with the ball. Pecky passes to Flynn. "30 seconds on the clock. 9 seconds. Samuel with the ball, goes for the drive, passes out. Teki with the ball, loses it. And that's the buzzer. And that's the end of the first half of the men's finals, Australia versus New Zealand. And at the end of the first half, the points sit at New Zealand leading with 27 and Australia at 20. We'll go for a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of the men's finals for the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships. And we're back for the second half of the men's finals here at the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships. The finals, the gold medal finals for the Division A men's team, Australia versus New Zealand. And at halftime, the points sit at New Zealand 27 and Australia at 20. The highest point scorer for New Zealand is currently Samuel Wannberg with 7 points. And for Australia, we have Angus with 4 points. And the first possession for the first half will be Australia. Or is it? No, it's New Zealand. Sorry. New Zealand will have the first inbound pass. And Isaac with the ball, bring it up. Daniel with the drive and a foul on Ben. And that's his first foul. And New Zealand will take it from the baseline. It's Isaac for New Zealand at the base. Quinn with a shot and rebounded by Matthew. Angus, the highest point scorer for Australia right now, brings up the ball. Up to Ben, over to Tom. Makesh, back to Angus. Ben with a shot, 3-point shot, misses. Rebounded by Samuel. Isaac with the ball. And Samuel drives to the... And a foul has been called. Foul is on 15. That's Ben from Australia, the fouler. And Samuel is on the line for 2. 9 minutes into the 9 minutes left for the second quarter, and Samuel on the line for 2. First shot is made, and New Zealand extends the lead 28 and Australia 20. Second shot is made. And New Zealand now sits at 29 and Australia 20. Mukesh goes in for the basket, misses. Quinn, Samuel, Isaac looking for space, and that's a travel violation to Isaac, and Australia will take it on the side. Matthew with the ball, Makesh, Tom, Angus. And loses the ball to Samuel. Great defense there from New Zealand. New Zealand now has the ball. Passes down to Quinn. Quinn with the 3-pointer and lands the 3 points. New Zealand now on 32. 12 points ahead of Australia. And Australia looking to make a comeback. And the referee has stopped the time. Subs coming in from Australia. We have Kyle and Samuel coming in for Angus and Matthew. 8 minutes on the clock. This is the finals for the men's A division, Australia versus New Zealand. And New Zealand is currently in the lead with 32 and Australia with 20. Australia for the inbound pass. This is Samuel for the inbound pass with jersey number 13. Kyle on the ball. And a shot, and has been fouled by Daniel Fortu. And he will be taking a 3 points. A 3 shots, sorry. Samuel Short of Australia, number 13, is on the line for 2. First shot is made. Second shot made. One more shot. And it misses. Ben with a tip in. And Kalen from New Zealand with a rebound. Isaac now bring down the ball for New Zealand. Kalen with the pass over to Daniel, and slips through his fingers, goes on outbound, and Australia now with the ball. Makash with the inbound. Kyle bringing up the ball now for Australia. Passes into Makash. 3-point shot from Kyle and goes out of bounds. Inbound, New Zealand now have the possession, and the inbound from Samuel. Isaac with the ball, passes it to Quinn. Quinn, long pass down to Daniel. Back to Quinn. Caleb, and goes outbound. And substitution on Australia. We have Jacob coming in for Makash. Kyle bringing it down for Australia. Jacob. Tom with the ball. Over to Kyle. Down to Jacob. Jacob with a shot. Misses. A rebound there by Caleb. And Samuel brings up the ball for New Zealand. As a Quinn with a fake. Tries to go in. Good defense by Australia. Samuel. Caleb tries to feed Samuel, but stolen by Australia. Kyle bringing up the ball. Tom Jacobs with a fake. Goes in for the basket. Passes to Ben, but goes right past him. And now Isaac from New Zealand has the ball. And the captain Quinn now calling a play. Samuel with a flake. Goes for the basket. Caleb with the second shot. And Kyle with a shot and lands at the three-pointer. New Zealand now leading at 35. And Australia with the ball. Jacob with the fake. Tom. Ben up to Kyle. Jacob with a layup, and a basket is counted. Australia now on 24, New Zealand on 25. Quinn bringing the ball down for New Zealand. Passes over to Caleb, over to Daniel. Quinn with the ball. Isaac. And great defense there by Australia. Samuel with the ball, passes it across to Jacob. Jacob with a three-point shot and lands the three-point shot. Australia now on 27 and New Zealand 35. 4 minutes to go on the third quarter. And there's a foul will be called on number 10 of Australia. That's Jacob. And a timeout has been called by New Zealand. 4 minutes, 41 seconds on the clock. For the third quarter, New Zealand 35 and Australia 27 for the finals for the Division A men's gold medal. And Australian bench there with their coach Adam Capron and assistant coach Mike Radford. Australia trailing behind by 8. And there's the buzzer. The referees are calling the teams back in. New Zealand with an inbound pass. This is Tobias over to Ta'ane. Isaac to Samuel. And a foul has been called on, I believe it's Tom, number 8. Yes, number 8, New Zealand, Tom, has been called a foul. That's his second personal foul. And Isaac is on the base for New Zealand for the inbound pass. Tobias going down to the baseline. And Sampson there with the rebound. Tom going for the basket. And a foul. Foul is on 13 Black. That's Samuel. Oh, sorry, 13 Black is Joshua Atchison. Australia now for the inbound pass. Tom with the ball. Back to Kyle. Over to Jacob. And a three-point shot there by Samuel. And New Zealand now has the possession. Jacob with the ball. Tom for Australia. Kyle. Three-point shot by Tom. Misses. Rebound by Samuel. Isaac brings up the ball for New Zealand. Over to Samuel. Samuel to Joshua. Joshua sees an opening, tries to go for it, gets blocked by Australia. And Australia going all the way to the basket, passes out, and Samuel takes a shot for three and lands at the basket. Australia now on 30 and New Zealand on 35. 3 minutes to go on the third quarter. Tobias with the ball. Ta'ane, Isaac. And a foul has been called. Number 8, that's Tom. Tom has been General Fortu now takes the court. Isaac is on the line for 2. Isaac 7-shot missed. Rebound by Tobias and gets blocked by New Zealand. Angus with the ball. Jacob going down the court and scores. Australia now on 32, New Zealand on 35. Isaac with the ball over to Joshua. Joshua to Ta'ane. Tobias. And Tobias with the fake. Goes and takes the jump shot and rebounds and losing it to Ta'ane. New Zealand back with the possession. Isaac goes for the baseline, passes it to Ta'ane. Ta'ane with a layup and scores for New Zealand. New Zealand takes the lead 37. And a foul is on New Zealand, number 10. Australia's on 32, New Zealand 37. And Australia has the inbound pass. Angus for Australia bring up the ball. 2 minutes left on the third quarter. Australia on 32 and New Zealand on 37. Angus with the ball. And a passing to Matthew. Matthew for the second shot makes the basket. Australia now on 34, New Zealand on 37. Hamish bringing up the ball for New Zealand. Ta'ane with the ball, looking for someone free, goes to the base and gets blocked by Australia. And a sub coming for New Zealand. We have Caleb coming in for Ta'ane. Flynn, Caleb. And a foul is called on Angus. Foul has been called on Angus wearing jersey number 5. And New Zealand will be on the line for 2. Australia is on team fouls. And you have Flynn Cameron. And the basket is good. And New Zealand on 38. Second shot and the basket is good. New Zealand now extends their lead to 37 and Australia 34. And a foul has been called on Taki. And Australia is on the side to throw in. New Zealand at 39, Australia 34. 48 seconds on the clock. Matthew with the ball. Angus with a three-point shot. Misses and rebounds by Australia. Matthew now with the ball. 38 seconds left. 10 seconds for a stop clock. Angus with another three-point shot attempt and lands the three-point. Australia now on 37, New Zealand on 39, 26 seconds on the clock. Flynn with the ball. Daniel Fortu, Hamish, Caleb. Spins and a foul. 11 seconds on the clock. We have number 14 for Australia with the foul. That's Samson Froling. And he's on his second personal foul. And Caleb is on the line for two. And he misses that shot. One more shot for Caleb. New Zealand still in the lead, 39. Let's see if we can increase the lead to 40. And the basket is good. 11 seconds on the clock. And stolen from New Zealand. Flynn now with the ball. And a shot and misses, and that ends the third quarter of the finals. New Zealand still leading at 40 and Australia at 37 here at the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. The gold medal finals happening right now, Australia versus New Zealand. And let's take a look at the medal tally. Right now, the highest point scorer for New Zealand is Samuel at 9. And Australia, the highest point scorer is 5, which is Angus Glover. And third quarter time at the New Zealand bench. New Zealand team, Daryl Cartwright and Leighton Craig, the New Zealand coaches. Australian bench. And the refs are calling the teams back in to start the last quarter of the grand final, gold medals, Division A basketball men's team. This is New Zealand versus Australia. And Australia will have the last inbound for the last quarter. This is Jacob at jersey number 10. And Australia now with the ball. Angus with the ball for Australia. Samuel over to Matthew. Matthew to Jacob. Jacob feeds the post. Spin move from Australia and misses. That's Samson from Australia, and New Zealand now has possession. Quinn with the ball. Samuel. Flynn goes into the key and makes the basket. New Zealand now takes the lead 42, Australia 37. Australia now in possession. Jacob to Matthew. Matthew goes in. And ball is stolen by New Zealand. Quinn, the captain of New Zealand, bringing down the ball for New Zealand. Hamish. And the ball goes half court. Back court violation. And Australia has a chance to catch up to New Zealand. Angus with the ball, takes a shot and lands that shot. Australia now 39. New Zealand now with the ball, looking to extend their lead. And Flynn with the drive, stripped off the ball. Matthew going for the basket and misses and gets tapped out by Australia. New Zealand with the inbound pass. New Zealand with the ball. Quinn, the captain of New Zealand, calling the play. Three-point shot from Hamish and misses. Angus gets the rebound. And a foul there by Flynn. And he's on his second personal foul. Australia will have the inbound pass from the sideline. Samuel for the inbound. Angus. Angus with a three-point shot and lands the three-point. Australia now 41, 42. And goes for the layup. And now Australia is leading 44. And New Zealand 42, the last quarter, 7 minutes left on the clock. And sub for New Zealand, we have Isaac and Daniel come back in. 7 minutes on the clock. Australia now taking the lead 44 and New Zealand 42. New Zealand now for the inbound pass. Quinn with the ball. Isaac down to Samuel. Isaac calling the play. Daniel for the base and gets stripped off the ball. And Australia now with the inbound. Jacob with the ball. Passes over to Samuel. Jacob with the ball, passes down to Matthew. Matthew back out to Samuel with a three-point shot, misses, and Daniel gets the rebound. Isaac on the ball. New Zealand will try and even the scores. And a shot by Isaac misses. Jacob gets the rebound. Agnes from Australia brings up the ball, sees the space, goes to the basket, misses, and Kalen gets the rebound. Rebounds by Quinn. Quinn now has the ball. Samuel. Spin move. And makes the basket and evens the scores. evens the scores 44 all. Australia with the ball. And a foul has been given to Caleb, New Zealand. Foul is on 0. And Australia will go on the line for 2. Australia now calling a timeout. Australian coach Adam Capon. And at 6 minutes left to the game, we have the points tied. New Zealand at 44 and Australia at 44. This is the gold medal finals, Australia versus New Zealand. And here we're throwing the kangaroo around. And at the crowd, they're throwing around the kangaroo. And New Zealand bench here. And the timeout buzzer has been sounded. And teams are being called on back onto the court. And on the line for Australia, we have Samson Froling. And he's had 6 points in this game. And he has a chance to put another 2. First shot is made. And Australia now leading by 1. And he has one more shot. And now Australia is leading by 2. 46 to Australia, New Zealand 44. Isaac bringing up the ball for New Zealand. Ta'ane with the ball. Daniel. Samuel goes to the basket and lost the ball. Samuel from Australia with the ball. 3-point shot by Jacob. Misses. Rebound by Samuel. Quinn now with the ball. New Zealand trailing by 2. Ta'ane with the ball. And 14. Samson James from Australia committed that foul. And Isaac from New Zealand will take it. Will have the inbound from the baseline. Ta'ane over to Samuel. Stolen by Australia and then fouled. Samuel there, 93, fouled by Australia. This is the 43 for New Zealand. Australia now with inbound pass. Jacob on the sideline to inbound the ball. This is Angus. Angus with the ball, bring it up. Samson. Jacob sees this and is blocked by Daniel. It was a clean block. Isaac now bring up the ball and bumps into teammate Samuel. Quinn with the ball and fumbles the ball and goes out. And Australia now with the ball. 4 minutes on the clock. Australia 46, New Zealand 44. Jacob with the ball. Angus. And a foul. A foul has been called on number 8 for New Zealand. That's Quinn, the captain. Sub coming in for New Zealand. Joshua stepping in and Samuel coming off. And Tom on the line for 2. And the basket is good. Australia now leads by 3, 47. And the basket is good. Australia now leads by 48. New Zealand 44. Isaac with the ball. Isaac. Joshua with the ball. Takes a jump shot and misses. Agnes there with the ball. Jacob over. Samson. Samson there with the ball. Spin move and misses. Angus gets the rebound and sets up the ball. 3 shot and goes outbound. New Zealand now with the ball, and New Zealand will take it from the base. Daniel Fortu the ball. Quinn bring up the ball for New Zealand. Move by Ta'ane and makes the basket. New Zealand now on 46, Australia 48. 3 minutes on the clock. Jacob with the ball over to Angus. And 3-point shot from Angus and misses. Quinn bringing up the ball. And the ball gets stripped of Quinn. And New Zealand subs. We have Samuel come back in and Tobias. We have Daniel and Quinn coming off the court. Two minutes on the clock. We have Australia sitting at 48, New Zealand at 46. The final quarter, Australia finally takes the lead. For the first 3 quarters, New Zealand was in the lead. Now Australia is in front by 2. 2 minutes left, and New Zealand with the inbound pass. Joshua to Isaac, Isaac to Samuel. Isaac with a shot and gets fouled. And the foul is on 8 for Tom. It's the 4th foul. And Mukesh is back in the game. And Jacob takes a rest. Isaac is on the line for 2. Makes the first shot. New Zealand now on 47. And if he makes the second shot, they will tie with Australia. and misses the second shot. So Australia is still in front by 1 point. And we have injury on New Zealand, Samuel. And Samuel has been taken off the court. 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. This is the final quarter for the men's Division A gold medal finals. Australia on 48, New Zealand trailing by 1 at 47. And we will start very shortly. Australia now with the inbound pass. And Makesh on the side. And Angus with the ball. Makesh to Samuel, back to Makesh, down to Tom, over to Samson. Samson seeing if he has space. Takes, and the buzzer, 24-second shot clock violation, and a turnover to New Zealand. New Zealand with the sub. Quinn coming back onto the court, and New Zealand will now have the inbound. And a block by Makesh. Makesh going for the, and a foul. Foul is on Ta'ane. Sub on New Zealand. Daniel Fortu steps onto the court. Ta'ane goes off court. And Makesh is on the line for 2. Currently Australia is leading by 1 point. And let's see if Australia, if he gets this in, he'll increase the lead. And he misses his first shot. 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. And scores the basket. Australia now on 49. New Zealand on 47. 1 minute left on the clock. Quinn with the ball. Caleb with the ball. Down to Quinn. Quinn with a three-point shot and makes the score. New Zealand now on 50. Australia on 49. Here at the finals of the Division A men's final. New Zealand versus Australia. 1 minute to go. Australia down by 1. New Zealand ahead by 1. Makesh with the ball. Takes a spin move, hands a shot, and makes the basket. Australia now on 51 and New Zealand on 50. And the ref comes. And New Zealand with the ball. Isaac. Very noisy crowd here tonight. Good crowd here at the grand final. Ta'ane with the ball. Daniel Calum Quinn with another three-point shot and gets fouled. Gets fouled and makes the basket. So New Zealand at 53. New Zealand with the three-point shot there. And he gets that in. So New Zealand now leads with 53. Australia 51. And the captain for New Zealand, Quinn, on the line for one. And if he gets this in, there will be 4 points ahead of 3 points ahead of Australia. And there's only 41 seconds left on the clock. Quinn with one shot. And he misses. And the basket is made. And New Zealand on 55. And Australia on 53. 39 seconds, 51 to Australia, 55 to New Zealand. Here at the finals of the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016 gold medal finals, Australia versus New Zealand. Again, 40 seconds left. New Zealand on 55, Australia on 51. And Australia with their coach and that's the buzzer, ending the timeout. Last 40 seconds on the clock. And Samuel for Australia will inbound the ball. Gabriel with a three-point shot. Misses. And another timeout for Australia. .34 seconds on the clock. The points still remain New Zealand 51, Australia 51. And that's the buzzer to end the timeout. And let's see if this is the final play of the day. Australia to inbound the ball. Australia will need to score at least 4 points to even with New Zealand, and Australia for the inbound. And misses. And a foul on Makash. Makash is the fouler. 25 seconds on the clock. New Zealand on the ball. 25 seconds on the clock. And New Zealand loses the ball. And now Australia gets another chance. Three-point shot from Angus. Misses. Caleb with the ball and a foul. And now it's a shooting foul. So Caleb will be on the line for 2. Sub coming in. Tom stepping in for Samson. And first shot by Caleb. And he misses his first shot. Second shot misses. And a violation. And Australia, Angus with the ball, 17 seconds on the clock. Gabriel with a three-point shot and misses. Ta'ane with the rebound and a foul on Tom. It's number 8, Tom is the fouler. And so 5 fouls for Tom, and stepping in is Lat, number 11 for Australia. And Ta'ane with the free throws. And he lands that free throw. New Zealand now on 56. And he lands the second basket. 5 seconds on the clock. Angus takes a three-point shot. And the game is over. Congratulations, the champions for the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships. Gold medal goes to New Zealand with points of 57, and a silver medalist will go to Australia with 51. This is the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. Great congratulations to New Zealand. And also congratulations to Australia.